Hello dear viewers, welcome to part 2 and the final part of the Bandai Toy Story 4 Woody video series. Here we are going to carry out Woody's final assembly as well as point out the parts I had to paint to ensure color correctness. Now let us begin by taking a look at Woody's hat. The dark brown or umber band around the hat was painted using Vallejo model color acrylics, while the stitchings at the rim of the hat, at first I wanted to paint them, but upon further research, the Pixar images that I found online of Woody show the stitchings as you see here, so I left them unpainted. Now this Lego-like pack here helps ensure that the hat does not droop too far down onto Woody's head. Speaking of the head, here's the one I painted. What I did was use Tamiya weathering pastels on his cheeks and lips. Here is how it looks compared with the other face options, the ones that are unpainted. The face actually after painting looks much more lively, and I would recommend painting the faces to ensure that it looks more like the ones that you see on the movies. So next up, we'll have a look at Woody's body, which already has a neck and scarf attached. Here's the sheriff's badge and vest, which have been panel lined with black, while the yellow shirt's groove were panel lined with orange rust hue. Meanwhile, the edges of the button were painted a metallic gunmetal, also with Vallejo acrylics. The long neck seems weird, but it actually makes sense during the assembly process, as I'll show later. Now, the scarf was supposed to be painted with a flowery pattern, but I left it as it is because I think I preferred it unpainted. Now, the back of the ring at the back of Woody does not pull out like in the movies, so there's no gimmick that is similar to Buzz Lightyear's wing gimmick. It just sticks there and does not pull out. So now let's have a look at Woody's left arm. As I mentioned, the grooves have been panel lined. It has a 90-degree bend at the elbow for articulation, and the button's rim have been painted in metallic colors. Now let's have a look at the hands for the right arm. There are 4 options available: the open palm, the closed fist, the thumbs up, and the pointing hand, which actually is used to tilt up his hat. Now the hand options for the left arm are exactly the same. It's just for the left arm. Next we'll look at Woody's waist. Now the only painting done here are panel lining on the belt and jean stitches. I used dark brown for the belt buckle and orange rust for the jean stitches. And I also painted the belt buckle on the jeans. They were originally molded brown, so I had to paint them in blue so that it fits in together with the rest of the jean. So that's the waist, Woody's waist. Now here is another part that required painting, the holster. So that metal ribbon that you see there, I painted the red, the gold, and the darker brown, while the lighter brown is the original molded plastic color. And there's no gun included with the kit if you wanted to know. So we move on next to Woody's legs. Articulation of the knees also seems weird at first, but if you think about it, the bending backwards of the knee joint actually simulates the marionette nature of Woody as a toy doll. Painting was only done on the spurs. I panel lined dark brown on the gold of the spurs, and I painted the buttons dark brown umber as you see here. So that's the right leg. It's exactly the same for the other left leg. The other leg, the left one. Lastly, we have the base, which has a clear frosted gloss finish, and this white pack is used to secure Woody to the base via a hole on his boot, which you can see here. Anyway, now let's now begin the final assembly process by fitting the head onto the waist. The long neck part helps fix the head securely onto the body, so the length of the neck actually makes sense. Articulation is great with the 360-degree axis head spin, the side to side, and the forward to back motions, all available to create different poses. Woody's hat fits onto his head quite loosely, with the Lego-like pack helping only to prevent the hat from drooping down his head. It doesn't actually secure the hat onto the head. Now let's fix the waist onto the body via a ball joint. Let's follow up by attaching the right arm also via a ball joint. Then let's use the thumbs up hand option. Then it's the turn of his left arm, also via a ball joint. And this time let's use an open palm hand option. Lastly, for Woody is his legs. Starting with the right leg via a hole on the leg, which will attach onto a cylinder-like pack on the waist. Freedom of movement of the legs at the hip joint is fantastic, not unlike the movement you will see in a marionette. Now let's put on Woody's left leg to complete his assembly. Just twist it into place. Let me adjust the positioning of his legs. Now, can Woody do the 180-degree split? Almost, nearly there. Can Woody stand on his own 2 feet? He certainly can sit, but can he stand on his own 2 feet? There'll be a yes. So it's thumbs up from Woody. He will be able to stand up on his own 2 feet without the help of the base, although the base and the connector piece will ensure that Woody is more secure standing up. Now let's put his head on. It's too loose, but with a little adjustment it does stay onto the head. Now, did I forget anything? It seems like I did, but anyway, let's put Woody onto the base first. First we start with the connector piece, fixing onto the hole on his foot. Woody is perfectly stable when placed on the base this way. So this is Woody on the base. He's very secure. Okay, anyway, let's remove him. Okay, my OCD is kicking in now. Just let me arrange the pieces properly before I continue. Oh, okay, that's what I forgot. The holster. It attaches via a small pack on the belt, giving it a swivel-like movement. And as I mentioned, there is no gun provided, which I guess makes sense. This, after all, is a Disney character, and it's a non-violent one at that. So let's go back to putting on his head. So that's it, folks. Woody painted and assembled. I really had fun putting this simple kit together, and it's the only thing about this kit compared to Buzz Lightyear, the earlier Toy Story kit that I reviewed, is the fact that you need to put a little bit more effort into it. You need to put more work in terms of painting certain parts. For example, the shirt, the hat, the jean belt buckles, belt straps, the holster, and the spurs. So that's it, dear viewers. This is the assembly of Bandai's Toy Story 4 Woody plastic model kit. And we'll move on to a 360-degree view of Woody on a turntable. So, dear readers, this is Woody, the Bandai Toy Story 4 plastic model kit, placed upon a revolving turntable so that you can have a 360-degree view of it. I had great fun putting him together. Admittedly, it requires a bit more work to make him look as good as he does compared to Buzz Lightyear, the other Toy Story 4 kit, but I can tell you it's worth it. In the end, he looks great. He looks very movie accurate if you ask me for a simple plastic model kit, and I would definitely recommend this kit to anyone. Now, dear readers, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do like it. And if you like the videos on my channel, do subscribe to see more in the future. Thank you, dear readers, for taking the time to watch this video. Have a great day. Goodbye.